Okay, this is a brief history about polygamy. Throughout history, many societies have either condoned or accepted polygamy. References to the acceptance of polygamy can be found in the Bible. The Old Testament figures such as Adam, David, Jacob, and Solomon were all favored by God and were all polygamists. Solomon truly put the polygamy with 700 wives and 300 concubines. Muhammad had 10 wives, and Quran limits multiple wives up to 4. Martin Luther at one time accepted polygamy as a practical necessity, and polygamy is still present among Jewish, Israel, and Mediterranean society. During ancient times, polygamy and polyandry were practiced in certain areas of the Hindu society. Even though polygamy was not very common among the Hebrews, it was accepted. Plural marriages are still legal in many Muslim countries, and Muslim men are permitted to have as many they're permitted to have up to 4 wives at a time. In parts of West Africa, more than 20% of marriages are polygamous. Polygamy was considered a federal crime in the United States until the passing of the Moral Act in 1862. For polygamists, it is simply a matter of unequal treatment under the law. Individuals have a recognized constitutional right to engage in any form of consensual sexual relationship with any number of partners. Thus, a person can live with multiple partners and even share children from different partners, so as long as they don't get married. However, when the same person accepts a legal commitment for those partners as a spouse, they serve jail time. The ban violates the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of the grievances. The First Amendment was designed to protect the least popular and the least powerful among us. When the High Court struck down anti-sodomy laws in Lawrence versus Texas, we ended decades of the use of criminal laws to persecute gays. However, this recent change was brought in part of the greater acceptance of gay men and lesbians into society, including openly gay politicians and popular TV characters. We are involving ourselves in other people's decisions. If all parties, we're basically involving ourselves in other people's decisions and choices in life. If all parties agree to that, why isn't it okay for them to do what they do? It's nobody else's business. The government argues that polygamy parties cheat their way from the government money, but people who pose a threat to society are given the same consequence as polygamists. And all polygamists really seek is freedom and equality. Some advantages. Supports of polygamy say that the law should offer people the freedom of choice and to love and marry more than one individual. If both spouses agree to the addition of family members, then the state should respect their wishes. Polygamy also offers the husband more prestige, economic stability, and sexual companionship. It also offers wives a shared labor burden, such as like cooking, cleaning, caring for each other's children, and an institutionalized role where the abundance of unmarried women may otherwise exist. Wives who wish to work outside the house can leave their children to the other sister wives, or they know that they're under good care, so that they don't have to have other people taking care of them. My opponent stated something about welfare. Polygamists exist in shadows and and they don't pay taxes. So that's the crime that my opponent spoke about. But if polygamy was illegal and still occurring, there's no way to regulate what they can and can't do. So if it was legalized, they would have to pay taxes. They would be governed under laws. So another advantage, to build and maintain wealth in family or community. It is much easier to amass currency or develop ideas in commerce with more hands on deck. More polygamous families around the world are laborers on their own or their community's land, while other families have various domestic and marketplace duties working for their family business, a corporation, or other people in the area. A polygamist currently in jail, Tom Green, he spoke out saying that he quoted in one of his interviews, "The difference between me and the drug dealer or car burglar is that I'm not a threat to society. If I'm incarcerated, nothing will change in Shake Valley. The people living at the ends of Quab County will be no safer. Families, children, and parents actually enjoy living like this." Another interview with Joe Dagner from Salt Lake City on ABC Family, stated that his mom actually gave his 3 sister wives the idea to all come together, and one of his wives said that they're happy all together, like the children and all of them, and they'd rather like raise the entire family together. And they've had this relationship since they were 12.